Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum, peace be upon you all. So, welcome back to my channel, and it's a beautiful day, 4:25 p.m. in Karachi, Pakistan. I am feeling quite relaxed, and I thought I should post this live stream as I do almost every day to keep myself entertained. This is my way of connecting with God and you all. Uh, so, what can we learn from the friends of God, the saints? The number one quality that they all possess is that they take the blame not just for their actions but for the actions of others. And the greater the soul is, it takes the burden of others. Obviously, a person who is strong can take the burden of people around him. For example, if you let's say are carrying uh, luggage, and you have your parents with you who are old, so you will take their burden, take their luggage, and you will carry that during that journey, so that they don't have a problem. Their journey becomes easier. Uh, the same way, the people who are saints, uh, they take the burden, the sins upon themselves. They take responsibility for others. They not only pray to God to give them the burden of others by forgiving them, but they genuinely uh, they try to work on their behalf. It's like mother and father of a child know that their toddler, or it could be a young uh, boy or girl who is not capable of achieving a task because it's beyond their capability according to their age or intelligence. So they will hold his hand and take that child to school by taking a walk, or let's say they are taking them on a ride in a car, or they are doing, let's say, if you're uh, holding that person's hand and drawing something or writing something to help them achieve their target. So it's just a basic example. So when it comes to spiritual help as believers, what can we routine is that It's easier said than done, but if we try to implement that even just a little bit, we will increase our stamina, and one day when we look back, we'll be surprised how far we have come. Because everybody is, you know, working according to their potential, their capacity. So there is no comparison. You just have to be better than you were yesterday. Um, so again, now learning to take the blame. Now, if you, let's say, are in a certain situation where you regret, as an adult, you will say, I take responsibility for my actions. First step is to have awareness. Second step is acceptance. Third step is action. So now action is the main thing, because it's easy to say that, right? But you have to act. If you take responsibility, you are not going to repeat that mistake. You take responsibility for your actions, for whatever has happened in your life, not just one thing, but since the day you were born, you'll say, I take responsibility for it. So if you truly take responsibility, you will stop blaming others, stop playing the role of a victim, and stop judging others. Because it's very easy when you uh, go through life every single day, you'll be tempted, because it is so deeply embedded in our consciousness that we have to keep on transmuting or changing that negative energy into positive energy. So there's nothing wrong with having this sudden reflex, which fills you with rage. You just have to bring yourself down. So uh, again, we all are functioning through our own capacity. How can we learn to take the blame? First, we take the blame. We blame ourselves for our action. Now, this doesn't mean that you are going into a state of uh, despair or despondency. This is basically this taking the blame is a positive sign. It's a spiritual way of uh, realizing that you are wrong and you need to correct yourself, to correct your direction, to change your uh, path. Because if you are going to deny that you are on the wrong path, then you will never be able to change your direction, right? When you accept that, oh, I'm going in the wrong way. If you're driving a car and you are moving in the wrong direction, everybody is telling you that, where are you going, you're in the wrong way, and you don't listen to them, then you might cause an accident. You'll not only harm yourself, but you can harm others. So you have to take a U-turn and move in the right direction. Connect with your inner GPS, activate it so that it guides you all the time. Your GPS is your conscience. So again, learning to take the blame. We have to, the more we are getting mature, the more we, you know, uh, evolve. Just like we we are evolved from adolescence to adulthood. We try to take responsibility uh, for our house. We try to take the burden of our parents. Like if they were working and now they are unable to uh, work because they are retired, they're old. It becomes your responsibility to be a support, right? In any way possible, whatever your situation is. The same way spiritually, when you say I take the blame, so the more you grow as a person, the more you will increase your faith, your stamina, you will understand that you know there is no limit to that, because if you l- look at the lives of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, Jesus Christ, peace be upon him, Moses, peace be upon him, all the saints and angels. I mean, they are the most obedient, and they are the most humble. Humility only comes through obedience, and what happens is that the more a person is obedient, he will automatically blame himself for something, and he will God gives him the strength to take the burden of others. The more mature someone is, isn't it? If you see this thing practically, a mature individual, let's say he's 25 years old, he has reached maturity. At that age, your brain is fully developed. So if that child has now turned into a man or a woman, he he will be able to, he has gotten married, probably has children. He is taking care of his parents, the whole house, because now he is fully mature. He's taken the burden of not only his own self but others as well. So the same way, what does it mean to take the burden, to take the blame, learning to take the blame? It's such a beautiful concept, but when you when you practice it, you realize how difficult it can be, because and you realize that where you actually stand, because when you go to the gym and you try to lift a weight, you are feeling really pumped up, but if you pick a weight that is really beyond your strength, you might injure yourself. So you have to start from the lowest weight to increase your strength, and then you get used to it. Because when we are feeling enthusiastic or obsessed, we want to do it all at once, right, like a child. So it's very important to realize that uh, start with yourself. um, you know these days we are seeing a rise in this victim mentality. People are blaming narcissism and their childhood and the world and this and that. I mean, uh, and it's important to see things beyond that. People are seeing things from this surface, this hemisphere, and truth is somewhere over here. So if you cannot see things clearly, you will be lost in that noise, and you will get confused and be miserable, right? So you have to understand, th- if you want to be stronger, if you want to grow up, not just mentally but spiritually, because you are a soul. Your brain and your body, it will be left over here, the vehicle, the costume. You are going to dispose it over here. It will be buried in the ground 6 feet under, but what will remain is your soul. That is who you are. So you are working on that. That is your real body. which our soul has an anatomy. Now this is another topic, a beautiful one indeed, but uh, I hope I am making myself clear that saints, they take the burden of others. What they do is they realize their responsibility towards their the people in their house, in their community, in the world. The the greater the soul is, you will notice how they are in service to humanity. For example, Abdul Sattaridi is a modern example who passed away a few years ago. There are many saints who don't obviously show off, but they are silently working, and God will keep on sending His people. They, those souls, they volunteer to come and serve humanity. They do it with love for God. If you have love for God, you will have love for His creation without discrimination. You will even love your enemies. You will know that I don't have to be like this person, but I don't have to have any grudge against this. So this is, it's easy, and it's beautiful to romanticize about this until you are tested, when a situation arises in your own life, when somebody is uh, trying to offend you, insult you, and that's when you realize how hard it can be. It shows, it's a litmus test. It tells you where you stand on the spiritual path, how much faith you have in God, how much trust you have, how much you have surrendered, how mature you are, how rooted you are, how strong you are as an individual, isn't it? Just like when we go out in scorching heat, we can't bear that temperature. We start sweating so much, and we start dehydrating. We are feeling dizzy. But if you are in a good state of well-being, health, you will be able to withstand uh, that temperature, be it cold or hot or whatever the ordeal is, whatever adversity comes in your life, you will be able to go through it with grace. It doesn't mean that you won't feel any pain. Of course, you are going to feel something, uh, but the point is to remember God in every situation. So, saints, uh, the friends of God, the prophets, if you look at their lives, what they did was they lived selflessly, right? They lived selflessly. Now, how many of us can actually do that? Maybe 1%, right? I mean, I'm not nobody. I'm nothing, and I'm just learning that, and I want to share this message, uh, because I think one should not keep things to themselves. It's good to share and discuss, help each other and all. So just think about it. Okay, now I think I will end the stream over here, and you guys can think about this topic. Uh, and inshallah, God willing, I will come up with another video, uh, and do give your suggestions, your feedback. I would love to hear from you guys. Thank you so much for your support. Take care. Bye bye. God bless.